the next generations are far more activist, forward-thinking, environmentally aware. They could use the internet to get transparency around organizations and companies' investments, structures and services. They identify as non-gender. They may be same-sex couples. They may never marry. How are all those trends in the next generations affecting how we can use the structure to bring not just better diversity and equality, but service to the customer? Caroline, maybe you can pick up on that one first.
We try not to presuppose what this younger generation's financial lives might look like, because this is the thing, I think, for the whole of industry. We still have an industry that is built on baby boomer financial lives. We know what that looks like. There is a blueprint for that. It's pretty standardized. Everybody knows where they're at. And then there's just a spectrum of wealth along that continuum. Whereas for our audience of predominantly under 40s, we don't actually know what it looks like. We don't really know what it looks like in the short term, and we definitely don't know what it looks like moving towards retirement. Part of my job in the platform that we're building is, can I build something that helps people model what they want their lives to look like? And then we have the blueprint for what this generation is trying to achieve. And therefore we can help industry identify the right types of products and services to support them in their lives. Because we've got the generation that has student debt for the first time. We haven't had that in previous generations. We've got insecure careers and gig economy and a pandemic to deal with. And we don't know what retirement is going to look like. So asking the industry is sort of having to just, again, it's retrofitting existing structures and existing services to a generation, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit what they're trying to achieve. But no one yet has this data about what they're trying to do. We don't have it.
That's a great question to throw at Aileen, because how do you build a pension product if you don't have any knowledge about the forward future of the lives of the next generations?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I mean, so what happens is you get the kind of sheep dip approach where you get a default that's a kind of one size fits all, and actually, might apply to 80% of the people at 80% of the time, but we need to bring much more personalisation into that piece. And I think the other part is really around, ESG data as well, and what people are, care about and that look through. And the challenge in asset management is that the product structures, even the way we have to, the regulations require us to communicate risks and so on. They just don't. That legacy framework doesn't fit in an open banking enabled or a digital world. So we have to work really hard to try and retrofit this products and the structures just through the means of reaching a client. And we actually have to think about, what's relevant to the client and make it much more accessible. I think we could do more to actually, I'm hoping that we'll do more to influence the regulator and help drive those outcomes a bit better.